Hey everyone, Jay Duffy, and with me today is my much older colleague and good friend Morgan Watson. What are we going to talk about today, Morgan?
Well, we're not going to talk about who still has their hair and who doesn't at early 40s.
Yeah.
No. Today we're going to talk and hit on some crucial facts about required minimum distributions, aka RMDs. If you own an IRA, grab a pen and paper and let's get ready to take some notes.
All right, let's kick things off with fact number one. If you have a traditional IRA, you must start taking RMDs at a specific age. Yes, you heard that right, Morgan. No more procrastinating. So what is your correct RMD age? Well, that age is adjusted a few times over the last couple of years with Secure Act and Secure Act 2.0. To determine which RMD age applies to you, use your date of birth. If you were born June 30th, 1949 or earlier, your RMD age started at 70 and a half. If you were born between July 1st, 1949 to December 31st, 1950, your RMD age started at 72.
Yep.
Now, if your birth date is between January 1st, 1951 to December 31st, 1959, your RMD age is 73. And finally, if your birth date falls on January 1st, 1960 or later, your RMD age is 75. Well, that's not confusing at all.
No, not at all. If only we could delay our RMDs like we do our dentist appointments, then life would be much better. But seriously, it is important to remember that this applies to all IRA owners, even if you're still working. Moving on to fact number two. The deadline for taking your first RMD is April 1st of the year following the year you turn 73 or 70 and a half or 75, the applicable RMD age.
That's right. But here's the kicker. If you delay your first RMD, you'll need to take two RMDs in 1 year. Keep in mind, this second RMD must be taken by December of that same year. Double the fun.
Or double the stress. Just think of it as a 2-for-1 deal, but not as fun as some could be.
Exactly. Keep track of those dates, folks. Let's take a look at our third fact.
Fact number three. RMDs are calculated separately for each IRA, but you can aggregate them and take the total amount from one IRA.
Hold on there, Morgan. You're using some of that big financial fancy jargon. Agri what? What does that mean?
All right, you caught me. And Jay, don't let it scare you. In the simplest terms, it means you can combine the total amounts for each IRA.
Okay.
For example, if you have a $250,000 in one IRA and $100,000 in another, that means your RMD would be based on a combined value of all your IRAs of $350,000, which you could then take out of just one RMD, out of one IRA, or spread it over the bunch. Keep in mind, if you still have an existing 401k or other employer-sponsored plan, these RMDs are separate from your IRA.
That's right. And also, don't forget your RMD may not be rolled over to another IRA or converted to a Roth IRA.
Yep.
Once you have satisfied your RMD for the year for your IRA, you may then roll over or convert the remaining funds in the IRA. Remember, RMDs are not eligible to be rolled over. Stick to the rules and you'll be just fine.
Absolutely. On to fact four. Your RMD is calculated by dividing your December 31st prior year balance or actuarial present balance by your life expectancy factor.
Sounds complicated, but think of it like slicing a cake. The bigger the cake, your IRA balance, and the fewer the slices, your life expectancy, the bigger each slice, RMD.
I like that analogy. But remember, special rules apply if the sole beneficiary of your IRA is your spouse and he or she is more than 10 years younger than you. If that is the case, you would use a joint life expectancy table.
Yeah, age gaps can make things interesting. And let's also remember that special rules apply for death and divorce when it comes to using this life expectancy table. Bottom line, work with a professional in these situations. It can be very complicated. Last but not least, fact number 5. If you fail to take your RMD by the deadline, there's an up to 25% excess tax penalty on the amount you should have withdrawn.
Ouch, that's a hefty penalty. If you miss it, take action immediately and consult your tax advisor.
And remember, the IRS can possibly reduce the excess tax to 10% if it's corrected timely within 2 years. But let's aim to avoid it altogether.
Absolutely. No one wants to donate extra money to the IRS.
And there you have it, folks. 5 essential RMD facts every IRA earner should know.
We hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us at Frame Wealth Partners.
Have a great one.
Thank you.